Normally, the Ganking Azeroth show likes to keep real life and gaming life separate, but due to the severity of the current worldwide pandemic of COVID-19, we felt it would be inappropriate for us not to address it. Since our last show, COVID-19 virus that was spreading quickly and infecting multiple people overseas has now made its way to the United States, and as I'm sure you are aware, Sean and I would like to express our deep concern for anyone affected, and we would like everyone to follow CDC and World Health Organization guidelines in regards to virus prevention and what to do if infected. Stay clean, everybody.
What up, everybody, and welcome back to Ganking Azeroth. This is episode 14, I do believe, correct?
Yep,
Scroll
14.
back up. Yep, 14. I had to scroll back up to the top of our list here. So, kind of have a lot to talk about, especially some really good fixes to the game, I would say, that a lot of people should be happy about. Yeah. So, if you want to start off the week with what we've been doing, or the episode with what we've been doing,
Yeah, we'll start off with what happened since the last podcast. For me,
that's right there, accomplishments.
Yeah, for me, I haven't really done much. All I've done is dailies, and more dailies.
Fun.
Yep, that's all I've done is dailies. I swear to God, that's all I've been doing is dailies. I leveled one of my dark iron prot warrior. With the XP boost going on, I was able to get like a whole 7 levels in like an hour. But we're gonna talk about that later.
Wow, nice.
So yeah, he's up. I think he's at 55 now. So I'm cruising right along. But we'll talk about.
You're tanking. You're actually tanking though.
Yeah.
Cool. You liking it or no?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's different. I don't know. For me, like when I first started, I was very nervous. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be terrible and all this. But then I was like, fuck it,
So the problem I'm having now is it's like all classic dungeons, and those aren't very straightforward. Like there isn't like a set path, kind of like how the newer ones are. To where,
you can get a little lost sometimes.
You can get a little lost, so that's the only thing I'm not liking about it. But I know that's gonna fix itself later on. So
yeah,
it's just a matter of getting through the BS.
Yeah, when I did it, it was all WoD dungeons, which were very straightforward, and I knew them like the back of my hand because I really know life the game at that point. But I was so nervous, I would always sit there and shake. Like when I hit the cube, I'm like, "Oh my god!"
I can't wait till I get to the WoD dungeons. I'm excited for that. And then like when Shadowlands happens and we get to choose our expansion that we're gonna level through, like it's gonna be WoD every time. Yeah, I really love that expansion. I'm such a minority with that. I think it's awesome.
Everybody said it was bad. I don't know. That was still probably my favorite because that's like really when I was heavy into raiding more than I am now. And yeah, anyway. But I don't know. I might pick. See, Northrend's really cool. Wrath is like really cool. And I wish I played it back then. But
I did not like. Well, I've never really leveled through anything in Wrath other than like the starting zone, the Borean Tundra or whatever. And I did not like the Tundra, so I don't know if I would like the rest of it or not. Don't know.
It's just it's different. It's snowing, I guess. I don't know.
Right. So
yeah,
that's all I've done. No, that's it. That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Oh, one thing I got my AOTC. I did get that.
Nice.
I didn't put that in the notes. Yeah. I got my AOTC.
That just happened this past Friday, Saturday.
Not this past week. The week before. Saturday.
The week before, all right.
So 7 days ago now, 8 days ago now, I got it.
I still want that dragon. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm not a. You like dragons? I'm not a big dragon guy, so for me, this mount was kind of like
Yeah. I like it. I think I don't know.
The moose was
still
the best
my favorite so far. Because
the moose is the best AOTC one so far. I know that wolf one you got from WoD was pretty cool. The one I didn't get from WoD.
Oh, I forgot I got AOTC in WoD. I forgot about that. Or not WoD. So.
Oh yeah,
because that was the siege mount.
Yeah. So that's what I meant was so. All right. Let's see here.
Yeah. And then.
Go ahead.
Honestly, the only thing I did was I got myself. I did dailies like you. I got my eye level up to 444, and yeah,
Ooh.
I did. I was hoping for a trinket today on one of the dailies, because they gave you a 445 um Prodmore quest emissary thing, and of
Mm-hmm.
course I got boots again. So my trinket
Boots.
is lacking. Boots again. My trinket's 404. It's the tinkering one. It's like I gotta get rid of it, but I
Oh
don't think I'm ever
yeah.
going to. There's always like one piece of gear that I have that I can never replace throughout the entire expansion, and it seems to be the trinket this time.
I'm
Last
so
expansion,
thankful.
it was my pants. I couldn't get pants for the life of me.
I'm so
Or
thankful.
not last expansion, WAD.
Yeah, I'm so thankful with my gear because of my guild. I was able to get a whole ton of gear, so
Mhm.
I'm pretty much
Oh,
heroic, decked out in heroic. Except for
yeah,
some of the pieces I got aren't isn't rating gear, but it's pretty good anyways.
yeah.
So,
And then
all
the only other
right.
thing I've done is the bee. No, I don't
Oh,
have it yet, but I've started it.
oh, how what's your number? Where are you at with that?
Whatever it was when I left your house.
Oh my gosh. You've got
I,
countless
I
hours to go.
I know, and I want to do it, but right now the internet's shoddy here, so it's getting fixed. But
So
hopefully,
you should just stay
it's getting
home for the
fixed or getting canceled. And um, but I've been on the Diablo grind, so
you should just stay home the next week and get your beam out.
yeah, that was the
Is it worth all
if
that
they
money? Yeah.
no because well, so kind of going off subject here, and I mean with the $1,000 check that we're getting, like I'd actually make more money,
Right.
but because
Yeah. I
I
think
saw my check after working 84 hours.
don't say
Well,
money. Don't say money on the
okay.
street. Don't say money. It's not worth it.
Honestly, I was to tell you, be like, basically, it was
No,
like
no, don't
I
say it.
make basically this much an hour, which isn't much. It's sad, but yeah, taxes.
Yeah. But hey,
Fucking
yeah.
tax. Fucking taxes. But yeah,
So
so
everybody who doesn't know, there's a check coming in the mail from old Trumpy here soon.
yes.
Anyways, we don't talk politics on this show. Anyways, so I mean
Excuse me. Yeah.
that's all I had
So
for
the
this
B
week.
mount.
The B
Yeah,
mount.
that's all I've really done to the B mount. Not that it's anywhere, but yeah, no, the B mount. Yeah.
Cool. In light of recent developments in the world, uh, I don't know how many people are aware of this, but inside Classic WoW, there was actually a pandemic inside the game at one time.
Yeah, just hearing about this what, like 10 minutes ago maybe. It's very interesting.
So I've actually known about it for a while. Uh, so let's see here to explain it. Um, I keep saying and I hate it. It drives me crazy. So in September of 2005, with the original release of the Zul'Gurub raid, a virtual plague broke out of the raid and proceeded to kill off entire servers for an entire week. Although the so-called corrupted blood incident did not cause any real-life deaths, the virtual pandemic did captivate scientists who played WoW. In 2007, a research paper was written mentioning how WoW's original disease spread could be used as a tool to model future epidemics in the real world. And now, more than a decade later, the same paper is being used to help scientists research a cure for the coronavirus. In an interview with PC Gamer, researchers mention how the corrupted blood incident is helping fight on the most recent pandemic. So I'm not going to go into the whole article. That little snippet was from Wowhead, so the right people get credit. That was just crazy. It's crazy to think that it actually happened. And if you guys go on Wowhead and look
Yeah.
up corrupted blood incident, you can actually see pictures from back in the day when that happened. Let's see here.
Like I said, just hearing about that now, it crazy that it happened.
So it says here on the Hakar fight, one of the main mechanics was corrupted blood, which was this ability would deal physical damage for a few seconds, Corrupted blood dots could spread out to nearby players, and to deal with it, players would need to spread out and wait for the dot to fall off. However, a programming oversight, players were able to spread corrupted blood to hunter and warlock pets, and upon dismissing them, the dot could be brought outside of Zul'Gurub. Upon resuming the pet in a crowded area such as Ironforge or Orgrimmar, the pet would start spreading out corrupted blood to nearby players, quickly killing off low-level players and continuing the spread. To make things worse, the dot could also spread out to NPCs, which would usually not die to it due to their higher health pools, and this continued to spread of the dot to player characters. This would leave crowded areas with hundreds and hundreds of skeletons on the floor as players attempted to resurrect and leave the infected areas, only to quickly die again. So that's where I think it got crazy, is that NPCs would get it, and then they wouldn't die. So they'd just be carriers and just be spreading it.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
That it happened.
So yeah, those listeners who have time, I'm sure there's a lot of people home from work the next couple of weeks. Go ahead down to Wowhead, look up the corrupted blood incident, and you can see the article in regards to the coronavirus. So
I wonder how. I guess kind of getting off topic a little bit, but the picture. How the heck did this guy survive?
Oh, I don't know. He must.
Wait, hold on. What if I click the picture? Oh no, he's got 1 health. Oh, he's a ghost.
Okay. Oh, he was a ghost? Oh, so he had already.
So I was like, how the heck did he survive? I was like, he doesn't have any debuff, but yeah, he was a ghost.
That's crazy, right?
It is. It's really crazy.
I don't. So, if you play the classic beta, I think I don't think I know you can do the Zul'Gurub raid in the classic beta, but I don't think this corrupted blood. I think it's the fixed version where it won't spread.
I'm assuming it is.
I think Blizzard should turn that shit on. It would be fun. I couldn't even imagine. Can you imagine that, walking into Stormwind and being like, why is everybody dead?
Gone? You're like, what the heck?
Why is there all these skeletons here? And then like you start getting this ticking dot that you don't know where the hell it came from. You're like, what's going on? It'd be awesome. Anyways, you think about it now, and you're like, oh, it's actually kind of messed up. But
yeah, it's a little messed up. I thought, I'm not even gonna go into what I was thinking. Like what you're talking about, I thought like it was a cruel joke that they did or something. I was like, that's a little far, but I didn't. Then I was like, oh, 2005, okay.
Yeah, no, it was a programming bug, and yeah. What's crazy is it went on for a week.
Yeah, they couldn't figure it out for a week.
I feel like I read an article somewhere that said they were going to fix it earlier, but scientists told them to leave it on, maybe? They wanted to see what happened? I could just be thinking that, but I feel like that's what happened.
2005, what?
In my brain, that's what happened, so.
In 2005, I would have been, what, a freshman in high school?
No, you've been like a junior. Sophomore? Because I was already out of school. I was already out of school.
Let's see. So sophomore, what was I doing? Nothing to do with WoW at the time.
I wish I would have played this shit back then. Man, my life would be so different.
Oh, mine
so different.
Back then it was like, oh, you play WoW, you're a nerd.
You're a
but now I'm
nerd.
Like, I can't stop.
Who's the nerd now, bitch?
Yeah, who's in that? Me.
That's what I say. Me. All right. Anything else regarding the corrupted blood plague?
No.
No. Okay.
As we usually say, I think we beat that to death.
I think we did. In the last little bit of gosh, I keep saying I can't handle this. In the last little bit of information in regards to the coronavirus, Blizzard has implemented work-from-home policies for both the Irvine and Austin and other global offices that follow local laws. So, with that, who knows when Shadowlands Alpha/Beta is coming? Obviously, they're going to keep open the IT team to keep these games running. But as far as getting a beta and any game updates at all, who knows? Who knows when it's coming?
I can wait to. It's other things that are a little more important. But
Oh yeah, I agree.
Imagine if they're like, we're shutting this down because we gotta send everybody home. Like,
I would
what would
imagine
you
they just
do?
leave it. They just leave the servers on, and what happens happens.
Yeah, see if they melt.
You see, see if they melt. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Happy talk from here on out. Happy talk
yeah.
from here on out. No more COVID. All right. So it's been what 3 weeks since our last episode. We're kind of lacking, right?
Has it been that?
Has it been?
Yeah,
I think it's been. I think it's been 3 weeks
maybe
again.
a month.
Gosh, I don't
We
know.
can look. We can find this. Hold on here. Let me just hold on. Sorry, 2 seconds.
So if I open the, I don't know if I open the app.
Okay, it says we did one 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago then.
2 weeks ago, according
seems
to my
about right.
YouTube.
Oh, that seems about right then. So since then, we've had some changes to the legendary cloak. You can now improve your cloak past rank 15.
Ooh, also,
Yes.
something else today that I did.
Oh.
I got the up to 75. So there we go.
Oh,
got
nice.
my last little thingy.
Nice. You got to grind out those last five levels to get the. I think 80. You get your last stamina boost or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're completely done. You don't have to do any more Azerite ever.
Mm-mm.
Until Shadowlands and they change Azerite to Anima and you do Anima grinds.
Yeah, and then I get angry again. But
you get angry.
We'll see.
All right, so the cloak now maxes out at 15, and once you max,
what was it before? 12.
See, in one of the episodes, I said it maxed at 12, but then I think right after we released the episode, they let it go to 15. You can max it out at 15. And now,
correct at the time then.
Yeah. Now you can go over, and instead of using the whatever currency they gave you to upgrade it, or you turned in torn pages for like the volatile something or others. So now, once you hit 15, you'll get Malefic cores to upgrade the cloak further. This will allow players to have more and greater corrupted items. And then Malefic cores increase resistance by 3. So your cloak will be 15, just your resistance to your corruption resistance gets higher. Which is cool.
You know how much, like, was there any other expansions like this where like you just had to farm and like, okay, in this one we're farming Azerite.
Mm-hmm.
We're farming for the cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're farming for the Malefic cores for the cloak. That's 3. That's like 3 daily farmables you have to do almost.
What did we farm in Legion? It was just AP, right?
It was just AP for the weapon. Just artifact power.
People would farm legendary items, but you had to do content to get that. It wasn't like a currency. It wasn't a currency-based system. It was just a random drop, right?
Yeah, it was a random drop. I don't think Blizzard knew how
until the end.
It just
until the end, you could farm the Waking Essences, or what? Yeah, right. Waking Essences. I think it was called. It was a currency that you could buy legendaries with it by the end.
Oh yeah.
So you farm those.
Yeah. So that's kind of 2.
Yeah, but it wasn't to this extent. This is different.
Yeah, it's not like, it's almost like because those you didn't have to do if you didn't want to, but these it's like you have to. Basically.
So I mean, you do and you don't. It all depends on what level of gameplay you want to play, right? If you're high end rating, of course you want your cloak to be as high as it'll be.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, even if your cloak was rank 3, you'd be okay. If you weren't rating.
Currently, hopefully changing, but currently as just like a casual player, like even the corrupted stuff I get now, a lot of it I can't use. Like I am basically maxed at what I'm at.
Right.
So it's like if I get a corrupted piece, I have to uncorrupt it or I can't use it because I'll get the little guy that follows you around and stuns you all the time.
Yeah. So you're at the point now then where you have to do a bunch of heroic oh my gosh, horrific visions to up your cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Which that's that. What did we get mine to? 9? 8? I'm
I don't
at the
know
one now where I
where.
gotta collect 4. I gotta collect 4 pages.
Yeah, I'm at
So
13, so I'm not.
I
I'm
think
not
that's
even
rank
maxed out
8.
yet. I do have to say though, I'm okay with this with the cloak grind. I feel like I'm okay with that because it's you're working towards something, and it's not just an
Yeah.
arbitrary. It's not just a stupid arbitrary number. Like there's if you go hard enough, right? You could have you could be in all corrupted gear. How awesome would that be?
Oh
That'd
yeah.
be
That'd
you'd
be.
be a badass. Like if you had all corrupted gear. Getting all corrupted gear would be hard on itself, but like if you were able to.
So okay, correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't looked at any of this or stepped into the raid at all. So the
Mhm.
gear you get for the raid, it's not all corrupted. Corrupted is more
No,
of a
so
drop chance again.
corrupted. So they got rid of like war forging and titan forging, and that's the corrupted system. So like,
Okay.
let's say a piece like you get a piece drops, right? Once you get that piece, it then roll. You know it rolls again to see if it'll titan forge or corrupt. If that makes any
Mm-hmm.
sense. So
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
let's say it corrupts, right? And then it'll roll again to see which corruption mechanic you get.
Mm.
So
See, that's so bad because it's not bad, but it's bad because you could get a piece of gear that's an actual upgrade that you can't even wear yet.
yep,
And then there's
I actually
it's
had
like
that
why did
happen
like so then it's like well, okay, why did I even come to raid? You know?
when I was raiding. There I think it happened twice to where I got pieces in raid that were corrupted gear, and it was like, well, I can't wear it. I ended up cleansing one of them afterwards.
That was like the weapon I got because it was like, oh my god, like I needed a new weapon and there was a an emissary for it, so I did it and it corrupted. And it was either I think I kept the weapon, but I had to disenchant something else or
Gotcha.
whatever the heck you call it. And
Mm-hmm.
it sucked. It's just like man, it's like now I'm sacrificing damage. I'm a tank. I don't do much damage as it is,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just sucks. Like if you get gear and you can't use it and it just sits in your bag. But then I guess
So
okay, then there's a reason to play again, you know, because
the
you
only
can
thing I don't
use
like
your
about
gear.
the cloak system is that you have to do dailies to get the currency to buy the vision runs. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. I am not a fan of daily quests. I feel like there's a lot of smart people that work at Blizzard. They could come up with something a little different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't even know how to imagine that. But
Yeah, see, I got burned out on doing dailies in MOP, but and I hated them and barely ever did them now because I mean earlier episodes like you just hear me bitch about them all the time. I'm kind of liking going back to um Pandaria and the other place. Sorry, something popped up on my computer that I was
oh,
reading from work. Something about the shelter thing, but I'll read it later. I kind of like going there and then going. I don't even know what the heck the desert area. What's that called? I can't even think about it. What it's called? I feel
Oldham,
like an idiot now. Oldham,
Oldham.
yeah. I think it's kind of cool going back there and questing. I'm enjoying it at the current moment.
Yeah, I'm okay with going back to the areas and doing the dailies, like in that aspect. But dailies, I'm just not a fan of doing dailies. I do have to
No,
say the dailies they're doing now are better because it splits each of those zones into like 3 separate zones. You know what I'm saying? So like each day it
yeah,
changes.
yeah. You don't have to do the same ones like back in MOP because I remember shit in MOP. That's all I like. I said that's all I did, and it was every zone every day. It was like I was exalted with everybody. I was friends with Pagel, and I was becoming like best friends with like all the tillers and stuff. You remember all
Yeah.
those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just way too much, and I really burnt myself out on those on
I like
dailies.
I like the cooking ones.
The what ones?
The
Oh, the
cooking
cooking.
reps and mop. Those are the ones I really liked.
I never did any of those.
Yeah, I like those ones. I did
Wait,
more.
those were in MOP?
Yeah,
There was some in Legion. I know there was Nomi in Legion. The cooking ones in MOP.
the cooking ones and mop. Yeah, and the it was like
I
a
must have
whole
skipped something.
it was like a whole zone. It was like a whole not the whole zone, but there was like a whole town where it's just like a bunch of farmers. It was the tillers. I think it was the tillers. I think that was the
Oh
cooking
yeah,
one.
yeah. The tillers. Yeah, you may have cooked. I can't remember. But yeah, I just remember having the farm, and you had to do your farm all the time.
Yeah, yeah, the farm, the farm.
It
Yeah,
was Farmville all over again.
I loved that shit. I thought that was awesome. I also liked playing
Yeah,
Farmville, so
that was
that's
another one of those. Oh,
just
hey,
me.
this worked out really well, so we're gonna make now your entire garrison, and they just took it and ran.
Right?
And the garrison was, it was okay. I spend most of my time running around the fountain in there if there's nothing to do.
I loved the
But
garrison, and I didn't take advantage of it.
I
Could
just sat in
could
my
have made a ton
garrison
of
all the
gold.
time. Yeah,
Could
yeah.
I didn't.
Um, but I was a fan of the class hall. I did like that.
The Legion class hall.
Yeah,
It was okay. It was okay. I don't know. The warrior one was cool. I didn't like the demon
it's it.
hunter one.
That one was okay. I like the monk one because you went back to the turtle, which was like the original starting zone.
The only thing I didn't like about the class halls was like it was some of them were kind of confusing and get lost in them trying to find where you were
Yeah.
going.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's a different episode because we gotta still do our other what we were always talking about.
Yeah.
Um. Anyways,
We beat that shit to death too.
yes,
So
we did.
the last thing about the Rank 15 cloak, the Rank 15 cloak and the Malefic Core systems will begin on March 24th. So this coming Tuesday, you can look for that update that's coming. Yeah. All right, moving on. Blizzard announced this week, and I believe the change actually took effect Tuesday. Account-wide essences. Thank the Lord Blizzard was listening to us. It's not full on account wide essences, but we're close. We're close. Let's see
Am
here.
I the only one that has like 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a ton of them.
All right. Yeah, that's like I have like 4 or 5, but then I have like a couple off spec ones. I was like, why did it give me this? I don't play my off specs anymore, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So I guess I don't know. I do play all 6 tanks, but I haven't leveled them all yet. So I'm not one
So
of those that.
for players coming back, what is an essence? Basically, an essence is a new type of an item that came out in patch 8.2 that you place into your Heart of Azeroth necklace to give you one more powerful ability to use in combat, and depending on your necklace level, multiple passive abilities as well.
I
That
guess the
explains it.
nice thing is like I don't have to like for my other characters. I don't have to go and find them again or get them to drop. I guess
Right.
that's nice, but I don't know. I'm not one of those that has like I need to have them all and they all need to be maxed out because I'm gonna min max everything.
So the
So to
thing is,
me, it was just like, It seems like a min max people thing. I don't know.
it's not a straight up like you have it on your main and get it on your alt, right? So like you have to have your essence has to be rank 3 on your main, and if it's rank 3, you have to collect a currency to get the same rank 3 essence on your alt.
Oh, so it's just not given to you. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was just
No,
given to you on your
no,
alt.
it
So you still
doesn't
have to
just give
work
it to
for it a
you.
little bit.
Yeah, but you know
Oh,
what?
okay.
If you do a dungeon, or you do PvP, or you do raid,
Yeah.
LFR, that gives you the currency. So like just playing the game, like if you kill rares and elites in the daily quests, it'll give you that currency.
Mm.
So just playing, you'll get your currency, no problem. It's just they don't want you just having it. You got to work for it a little bit, which makes sense.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So yeah, I think that was it. Basically, for those of you that don't know, the change with the essences was so the Heart of Azeroth was upgraded to have a more involved progression system. This is in regards to what an essence is. Each necklace has a major slot and a bunch of minor slots and bonus stamina nodes at certain levels. Each essence has 4 ranks, with the ranks 1, 2, and 3 getting bigger in power. And then rank 4 is like a cosmetic upgrade. You upgrade your essences by infusing your Heart of Azeroth with specific items. And you can pick and swap essences at any time with tomes, kind of like if you want to change your talents. And you will unlock the Heart of Azeroth and the updated Heart of Azeroth system through the 8.2 introductory quest line. So like I said, just to kind of recap here, Rank 3 account-wide essences are coming for all your characters via a new currency called Echoes of Ny'alotha. That's the currency game. If you have a rank 3 essence already, your alts that are missing that essence will acquire a special currency, Echo of Ny'alotha, which can be exchanged for rank 3 essences from Mother, starting with the next reset on March 17th.
How come they did? No, it's probably something you wouldn't even know, but so everybody gets the stamina, like those little like stamina boosts.
Yeah.
Well, why? I would think like they would do. Okay, tanks get like stamina. DPS would get like some kind of like their main stat, like like agility or strength or something.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
Healers would get. What are healers? I know back in the day it was spirit, but I don't even know what the equivalent in intellect or something. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder why they would just went all stamina for everything.
Probably just for the ease of it.
Probably.
So if they started adding all the different, like if your main ability, like what do they call it? Ability? Is that the right word? Your main stat. If they try, I bet you okay. I think it was just like from a balance standpoint, it was probably easier just to flat out stamina all the way across the board. So if you put a main stat in there for every person, can you imagine the tuning nightmare that would have been?
Yeah, I mean it would have been bad, especially if you want to switch and all that, and it would have to do it. But I don't know. It was like everybody gets stamina. I was like, well, DPS really, they don't need that. They need to pump out more DPS.
Right.
And healers need to heal more. You know what I mean? And tanks need to survive.
Yeah.
Through health. It's like, I don't know. That was just something I just thought of now. I was like, well, how come all of it was stamina for everyone?
Gotcha. Yeah, I
was like Ny'alotha, like I said, I haven't been into it at all. Is it like hard hitting for DPS? Is it like?
Oh yeah, some of the stuff hits real hard.
Stamina an issue? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like such a noob because I haven't raided in it yet.
I don't know. I heroic raid with a bunch of mythic raiders that are just doing the heroic raid on the side. So I don't have to think too much. I'm a freaking carry. I'm not gonna lie. Those guys, the other day when I raided, I missed this week completely because of work. But the last time I raided, we were one tanking it with only 2 healers. Yeah, heroic bosses. That's it's freaking crazy. So I haven't hit like the only time I have to start worrying about mechanics is like the last 4 bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's some of the stuff will one shot you. But
what are they?
What do you mean?
Like, what are they? One of like, I don't even know how many bosses there are, but
there's like 12 or something crazy.
How far into it are they?
Who? The guys on that mythic raid?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're at least halfway through.
Okay, cool.
If not on Enzoth, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, that's it for essences. I guess we'll move on again. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to horrific vision.
Yeah, so we talked earlier about horrific visions and how fun they were and all that kind of stuff in regards to the cloak. In a blue post with the change that started on March 17th, so what's like 5 days ago now, Blizzard announced that all gear rewards from horrific visions will be corrupted, which is cool.
I have to pull the noob card again because I don't know how many I've done, but I didn't know you couldn't get uncorrupted gear.
Yeah, you probably just lucked out and got gear every time.
I had to have, because I don't remember not getting corrupted gear out of there.
So the only way you get gear is you have to beat the final boss. Yeah. So like if you screw up and you don't kill the final, like the main, either Thrall or Illyria, if you don't kill them, you won't get gear at all.
Yeah, which only happened to me once on my very first one because I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, and then depending on how much stuff you clear depends on your determines your item level of the gear.
Mm.
So like if you five, so once you full clear, you can start getting the masks to make it even harder. So if you do the 5 masks full clear, I think you get like a 475 or 480 piece or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so you're getting mythic gear basically, or is that higher
yeah,
than mythic?
it's pretty close. I want to say it's 475. It's like because the last 2 bosses of Nyalotha give 475 gear,
Mm.
so it's probably 475. So because mythic rating is considered top tier, whatever. I don't think there's anything in the game besides mythic rating that'll give you that gear level.
Yeah, that gear level.
So I mean,
Yeah,
there's like shit, like 8 months to go before we get this damn expansion. At this point, I might have to start mythic rating.
I don't know. I don't know. I have said this for a while. I don't know why you don't. You kind of have the time to do it.
I would now at this point. I
Because
just
it's
don't know if I
well,
want
what
that
else are you
commitment.
gonna do? Yeah, that's the hard parts that come in. Well, I guess you could level other characters
I
and
want to
stuff,
level alts. I really want to level some alts.
which is coming up shortly about what
I
we're
want to get
talking
this
about.
dark
But
iron done, and I want to do a tinker next.
and you
Or not
want to do
not a
what?
tinker, a freaking a mecha gnome.
Oh,
That's what I want to do next.
I thought you said a tanker, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
So,
But yeah, so
uh,
I,
that's it for
I
that, I
lucked
guess,
out.
too, huh?
I never had uncorrupted gear. So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, well, lucky you.
moving along.
Moving on. Uh, I guess this is kind of off topic, but it does fall into our scope, I guess.
Well,
Some
we could skip down to the next one first,
Okay, we'll skip down
and
to the
then
next
go
one
go
first.
back up to that one.
Let's
Okay.
do that. Let's do that. Makes more sense. All right, in the last little, oh no, it's not the last little bit. The next little bit of news here. Sorry, back. Sorry for the cut. We had a dog emergency. The next point we want to talk about is Blizzard has added a 100% XP buff, and the little snippet they put out is due to the extraordinary times we find ourselves in, with many players around the world practicing self-isolation thanks to COVID-19. Blizzard has added a 100% experience buff to retail World of Warcraft. This is called Winds of Wisdom, which lasts through April 20th and stacks with heirlooms. That's huge.
That's and just imagine like with the 15-year anniversary, they also give you a XP boost, or does that disappear if you don't use it?
That's gone now. You had to. It was only during
You
that little time frame. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh my god! Imagine 100% XP plus heirlooms plus that. It's like holy crap! You'd be getting like 10 levels of dungeon.
Well, if you think just heirlooms and then this 100%, this stacks on top of it. So it's heirlooms. You get the heirloom boost, and then it's 100%.
And imagine a recruiter friend too in the process.
Yeah.
If you had it at the time, holy crap! Because that's a
Yeah.
you could level characters like instantly in a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's really
Was saying on his stream that he can do he said he was gonna do 111 to 120, and it would only take him like 3 hours. That's crazy.
nice.
That's crazy.
Because the leveling rate is just it's awful. I don't like it.
Yeah, BFA leveling was really bad.
But it's cool that they did that. Give you something to do.
Yeah.
I like when they do little things like that.
Yeah, I mean, and this is good. It gives people something to do while they're locked in their homes.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, gets people back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me while I squirt my dog with a water bottle to keep him from barking, growling at the snow falling. So yeah, that's awesome. That's what it is. It's awesome.
And then
The
Yes,
last little.
next little topic. Are you
Yep.
going to talk
Go
about
ahead.
it?
Go ahead.
Oh, Trial Style.
Mm-hmm.
March 20th to the 24th. That's the transmog thing, right? Where people like vote on you.
Yeah, it's like a
Is that
little.
what that
It's like a
is?
little competition. Yeah.
What do you get anything for winning? I've
Uh.
never done it.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, I forget what it is. You get titles, I think.
Oh, cool.
I won one time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forget.
because you get like you get topics or something, don't you? That you kind of have to build around.
Yeah, so you'll go in there and then, like the dude, like the host or whatever, it's an NPC and it'll say like, oh yeah, try to build your transmog to look like this, and then you have like 2 or 3 minutes to build a transmog
Mm-hmm.
set, and then you change into it, and then they vote on you.
Hmm.
But I have found that so like once you do your transmog, like you kind of like walk out onto the stage, and
Yeah.
you can say stuff to the other two characters while they're voting. It's like if you
Mm-hmm.
just say something funny and they like what you say, they'll just vote you in because it's funny. So that's how I won. It wasn't that my transmog was good; it's just I said some funny shit and then I won. So yeah, today's the 22nd as I'm recording. So while most of you, if you listen to it tomorrow or the next day, you'll get to do Trial of Style. If you didn't know, otherwise it'll be over by the time you read this. Which I didn't even know that was happening until today. Shame on me. I love the Trial of Style. I hope it comes back again.
I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on either. Like some of that, a lot of that stuff, like I don't pay attention to anymore. Like the Dark Moon Fair, it's like I don't do that. Oh, and also with the 100% XP, go ride the carousel. I think you get XP for that.
Oh
An
yeah,
expo
you know what?
boost for that. So
You
go
do.
ride the carousel.
You can't do it now, but in in a week and a half, whatever it is, when the Dark Moon Fair comes back, you're gonna have like 20 days of the Dark Moon Fair. Or
Mm-hmm.
the buff ends the 20th, so you're gonna have at least a week of that buff. That's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
That'll be huge. Yeah. That is it for the retail battle for Azeroth news. We'll do classic news, and then we'll go back up to talk about that other thing, and then we'll talk about our off subject. Is that good?
Yeah, that works.
So the classic news, real quick. Not a big deal. Arathi Basin, the next battleground, was opened on March 11th. Happened right after we released our last podcast. Battleground holidays will now become more active, and players will be able to get additional honor and rep while the holidays are active. So you had the Arathi Basin, Battleground holidays, and we missed this on our last show, but the Dark Moon Fair for the Alliance side was up March 9th through the 15th in Elwyn Forest. And the Dark Moon Fair for the Horde will be in Mulgore, and that is coming in April. So we got something to look forward to. That's it. I mean, if you're not
there's
if you're not rating and you're not ranking PvP, you ain't got much else to do. So
no.
Anyways, that's it for the WoW news. We got some other stuff to talk about now. So let me move back up on my notes. This guy named Daniel Allegri has been announced as the new Activision president and chief operating officer. Activision has named Daniel Allegri as their new president and chief operating officer. Daniel will assume his new role starting April 7th, reporting directly to Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick. Daniel currently works at Google as president of their global retail shopping and payment systems and has been in the role for a little over 2 years, working a total of 16 years for Google in executive positions. Current Activision president and COO Cody Johnson will remain as a special advisor for Bobby Kotick, as he has been working with the company for over 12 years. And then Daniel had a statement that I don't feel like reading, so because I don't think it's worth it.
He works for Google, though, huh?
My 2 cents on this is that the reason they hired him is to milk us for more money, for new ways to milk us for more money. So
Think so?
Yeah, I mean he's in
Yeah,
charge
he
of
is.
he was in charge of
Payment
Google's,
systems.
yeah, retail and payment systems. So we're gonna get stuck right in the boot.
And that kind of brings up like talking about that and like thinking about that now with whatever the hell is going on with Diablo Immortal, because if anybody doesn't know, like cell phone games are huge microtransactions, like heavy. Maybe that's what he's gonna do. Just try and figure out a way to milk you for $500 a week on that.
Probably. So now that you said that,
Someone.
I was gonna say now that you said that, this just popped into my head. So Blizzard has, so Activision, so Blizzard slash Activision has right now Call of Duty Mobile, right? I don't know if you've played it. It's actually really good.
I have not.
It's actually really, really, really good. For whatever it's worth, it's good, and I can see how they make a ton of money off that game. They're gonna have Diablo Immortal, which you know is gonna make a ton of money. What's next?
Mm-hmm.
What's next? I say if there's a BlizzCon this year, because right now we don't know how things are gonna end up, but if there is a BlizzCon, I guarantee there's gonna be some type of a WoW mobile game. I feel it in my bones.
I want them to make a game, and I talked about this last episode, but it's like I'm a huge fan of Star Wars: Galaxy of Heroes. It's a turn-based game. You make a team of 5 or whatever, and that's your team. And I think Blizzard should have done a game like that, and it would kind of be like Heroes of the Storm, so you could have all the different games in one. Like that would have been awesome. But the problem is those games are so freaking like that game is so microtransaction heavy. Like, so there's 2 new characters coming out, like Rey, like another Rey character and another Kylo Ren. And if you are not a pay to play character or pay to play player, or have had the game since day one, so you could have all these characters already basically maxed out, there's no way you're gonna get them. Like, I will not be getting these characters at all, unless if I want to spend probably almost $1,000 doing it.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and that's the one thing I don't like about mobile is it's just give me money, give me money, give me money. It's like, no, F you, like you get like, what about me? It's like, why is it just my wallet? I guess.
I would rather pay for a mobile game than have all the microtransactions.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about like you'd rather pay. It's like I would rather pay for I'd rather pay $20 for a phone game and never have to worry about microtransactions.
Yeah. So I'm okay with paying $20 and then having like slight microtransactions for like new characters or whatever once in a while, and maybe special gear inside the game once in a while, but not to the extent they take it in some cases.
Oh yeah, like if anybody plays Marvel Strike Force, that was really bad with microtransactions where people that play it were like, the bigger YouTubers that were playing it stopped because it was just money hungry.
Yeah.
And the Star Wars game is basically there now. It's like all these new characters are coming out. If you don't sit there and just pump them into money into them, good luck,
Right.
So if Blizzard goes this route with Immortal, I will be not playing it pretty freaking quickly. But
gotcha.
That's just out. That's me.
Yeah.
Because microtransaction, it just sucks. I'm sick of. I get it. Like they need to make money, on these games. But it's like Jesus Christ. I mean,
yeah.
For the amount of money that you could put into a phone game, you could have bought World of Warcraft in like a 40-year subscription with the amount of money you've put into some phone games. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. I think we're to the off-topic subject, and this subject is all you. So keep talking.
Yeah. Diablo 3 Season 20 started not this last Friday, but the Friday before. Yeah, so the usual, you get your normal rewards, you get a pet, you get the your gear set, you get your portrait that you can use. Yeah, So, the pet this time is like a weird. I don't even know what the heck what do you want to call that thing? If you click the link, it's like got wings. It's like a demon thing with wings. I don't even know what the heck you want to call it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
that
so
thing is.
I don't know. I don't know what you want to call that thing.
I'd go with a demon. Yeah,
Like
it
a
just says pet.
demon thing
Does it give it? Does
with
it give it
some
a name?
wings.
And
It I can't remember. I'd have to open up the game to see if it does. But then the cool thing is like you get the I think it was season 8. So you get wings in the game as you know what the like wings are. You get like weird bat wings or butterfly wings and stuff. So in this one, so back in season 8, they had everybody that knows that plays Diablo 2, there's a person called Andariel, and she had these weird like extra arm type of things, I guess you could call them. That was kind of like a one-time thing back in I believe it was season 8, and they're really cool looking, and they really only work if you ask me on the Witch Doctor. Everybody else they just look weird, but they have those back again for season 20. So if that was something you wanted, season 20 is your grind to do it. Yeah. Other than that, the same thing. You know, you get your starter sets that you normally get. So it's like Barbarians get Immortal Kings, Crusader gets Secret of Light, which is currently what I'm playing. I don't know if I like it yet. It's kind of weird. You're like Crusader's kind of like a melee character, but you're kind of playing it ranged. I don't know. It's a little weird. Demon Hunter gets Natalia's Vengeance. Monk gets Uliana's. Necromancer Tragul's, which is actually kind of a fun one to play. I played that a little bit one season. They're kind of glass cannons. Witch Doctor gets the Spirit of Erekir, which is really fun to play. And then Wizard gets the Veers set. So once you do that and you complete your 4 challenges, I guess you could say, I think they're called. When you do all those, and you get your starter set.
cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. You should try it.
Yeah, I gotta find time. I got tunes to level first.
Well, the fun thing is now I'm max level. I got that yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and I've been doing my starter set. So soon I'll be able to just carry you to level 70, so it doesn't take you forever. You'll get it in like an hour.
Cool.
So, but yeah, fun, like really fun. And then there's no D4 news up yet. Obviously, it's only been 2 weeks since they came out with their quarterly. So
yeah, so we got a while before we're gonna get anything else, unfortunately.
Hopefully, I mean, they have to do it. I guess. Hopefully, they do like a season thing in that game. That'd be really fun. So
I'm sure they will.
I'm regretting never doing the seasons before because it was always like, oh, you get this character and then it gets deleted. I'm like, why the hell would I put all that time into it? And it's like, oh, you idiot!
You goddamn idiot.
It goes back to the normal game, and then you just start over again. But yeah, no, so it's fun. If you haven't played Diablo 3 the seasons, definitely check them out. They're pretty fun.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So, all right. I think that's going to do it for this week.
All right. It seemed like it went quicker this week. I don't know.
Yeah, just under an hour.
Just under an hour. Usually we're an hour and a half, so.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But not really much to talk about, so.
No. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching, listening, however you're consuming this. You can find me on Twitch at WayneDaPayne, on Twitter and Instagram at WayneDaPayne1, and on TikTok at WayneDaPayne.
Oh, you got TikTok now, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Is that how you've been sending them all to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, as usual, my name is Sean, aka Rurik Gaming. You can find me on Twitch at that, and it's RURRUK Gaming afterwards. Same thing on YouTube and Twitter.
And this episode of the show will be up on all your podcast streaming sites and also on Sean's YouTube channel. So,
you're not putting it on yours again?
Nope. You can have all the the YouTube videos.
Oh, okay, well, I kind of feel bad.
It's fine.
But yeah, if you're listening, please leave comments. Let us know how we're doing, what we need to change, if anything. There's got to be something, just let us know.
Yep.
So
yeah,
all right.
Cool. Thanks. Peace.